Knock, knock, knock. Starting off number 98 on Guys on You Now, but it's your boy, Onyx, with the talk show. Wow. Let's see what happens. Let's see what's going down. Let this bubble up for a minute. Let it bubble up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. A little bit. Oh, people slowing in. What's going on? What's happening? Hey, everybody, just trying to get up in this piggity piece. Yep, you hear it buzzing. On now. Boom, from 98 to 73, matter of seconds. What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Onyx here on a Sunday. Going for you like that. I know you like that. If you like that, I know you like that. Whew, got a little hazy daisy. Let's get it rocking. So let me get a few things going so I can check out the YouTube crowd. Make sure I can get the YouTube crowd going. Bam! All right, let's mute that. We got that. Boom. Now we're here. So just like I said, every Sunday, 6 p.m., your boy is going to just kind of rehash a couple of little things on the nerdy side that I check out and answer questions and do what I do and what I do and what I do. But hold on. Let's try to fix a couple of things right here, right now, doing my thing. Do my thing. Boom. It's my thing. Boom. Yeah, all right. Trying to work this 3-monitor setup, keep things rolling, keep it going. Let's make sure. Boom. Put that there. Put that over there. And let's boom. Boom, player. All right. Let's get this rocking. Let's get this rocking the way it should. All right. So as always, boom. Everybody likes it when I used to do coffee time in the mornings, but like I said, the schedule does not let me do the things that I want to do in the mornings and Sprint as my cellular network is like, yo, player, we ain't going to let you rock the data like that to do coffee time every morning. So I say, you know what? I'm going to catch all of these people on the Sunday, 6 p.m. So I know y'all out of church, if you out of church. So all the sinners, I could get them in and get stuff rocking and going. But like I said, got a few different little things that I'm going to kind of talk about today on Going Full Nerd. I hope everybody can hear me well. Be talking classic cartoon, Voltron. Never heard that before. If you're too young, you may never have heard it. If you're old school like me, as signified by the platinum gray, spray painted silver hairs, you'd be like, oh, Voltron, yeah, old school, right. Then we're going to talk about the craze. What's that? PokemonGo. And some of the funny stories from the week. And we're going to talk about a little itty bitty thing for the old school gamers. They got a little itty bitty, maybe it's about like that big, but a little itty bitty Nintendo that's getting ready to come out. Now, Angela, I know you're saying, why are you here and not on Scope? Periscope, let's start off the thing while we kind of build the audience. So invite your friends, bring people in. Why I am not on Periscope anymore. Periscope pissed me off. Okay, straightforward, bottom line, Periscope straight pissed your boy off. Every time I was trying to do a broadcast on Periscope, people would say, oh, I can't see you. Oh, I can't hear you. And then Periscope would do all sorts of retarded things like cut me off in the middle of my broadcast. It would also not let me broadcast. Oh, your signal too weak. Oh, can't do this. Oh, can't do that. You know. Wait, you can't hear. I'm saying, let me get it right. You can't hear. You can't hear. Hold on, wait a minute. Let's get this rocking. Can you hear me now? Hold on. Let me make sure, because I think people can hear me. Wait a minute. Yeah, no, you should be able to hear me. Turn the volume up. Is this thing on? Mic check 1 2. Yo, turn me up in my headphones. Nah, and then one of the craziest things is because, since Periscope was a phone-based app, people be calling in the middle of my streams. Be like, boop, and I'll be like, no, can't talk to you. Can't talk to you. Can't talk to you. And it's basically everybody that I owe money. Bill collectors. And they call every time I get a good time to do, like, hey, I'm going to go ahead and do a good Periscope video, and I'm going to get on P-Scope, and I'm going to do my thing, and it'll be like, brr, 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 and I'll be like, really? Really? Making me think that they were coming in on my scope. All right, I see my man Infrared coming to the building, once he gets himself all settled and going, and we get it go. It's a bit low coming from the live chat line over on YouTube. Says my sound is a little low. Let's see what happens. Let me work this a little bit. Let me up. Got it. No. Yeah, regrettably that's about as high. That's about as high as I'm going to get. Tell me if that's a little high, if that works out. But, it is what it is. That's about what I can do. Sorry if it's a little low. How do you do it? Is this thing on? Is this thing on? But, we make it do what it do. I'm actually not getting any sound. Am I getting any sound? Yeah, I'm getting sound feedback, so I can hear it. I can hear that sound's coming through, but it is what it is. All right. So let me go ahead and slide up in to the first part of what I'm going to say, because, like I say, I only have 30 minutes to rock, and we almost 10 minutes through. 10 minutes through. I put down, 6 o'clock, we there, son. 6 o'clock, we on. People just kind of like, 6 o'clock. 6:05-ish. 6:10-ish. It's like, but if I was serving food, people would have been here like 5:45. Talking about why you ain't started yet. Why you ain't begin yet. But, that's how that rocks. But anyway, so I'm peeping out through television, on television. I'm going through my thing. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm flipping through Netflix. And I saw they got a remake. No, the key word is, no, wait a second. Not remake, but reimagining. That's the new term for Hollywood. We ain't got no damn, originality. So we're going to take some old school stuff that you grew up on, and we're going to remake this joint, and we're going to put it out in front of you. Okay? And that's what happens. All right? So, Voltron, Defender of the Universe. See? So, Voltron, Defender of the Universe. So, that's what's happening. Hold on 1 second. Trying to grow the beard, and it's a little itchy. So, I'm looking like Pookie right now. Like, yo, what's happening, man? Hold on a second. Let me check. Yeah, okay. I had to check that for myself. But anyway. Alright, so. Checking out now. Voltron, when I was growing up, you had 2 different versions. Alright. You had the one that everybody liked, like 5 lions. And they would go doing their thing. Boom, raw. Everybody wanted to get those joints. Because big giant robots was the ish back in the day. That's as they say. It's man, big giant robot. That's the shit, man. Whoa, man. So and then they had the crappy Voltron that nobody wanted to watch. All right, the crappy Voltron that nobody wanted to watch was the one they had like 80 million ships. Red. 36 cars and all that other good stuff. Hold on, let me get my boy up in here. Oh no, he ain't got the Venom shirt on. Oh yeah, son. Boom. Let's get that rocking. Let me get that. Let me rock that out for a second. Let's get that rocking. Let me get this going. See if we could connect him in. But you had like the 36 cars, and the issue. Okay, the issue I had with the big 36 car Voltron, that was just one too many motherfuckers up in the party. Just way too many. So I peeped out the Netflix joint. I know my man said he couldn't get into it, but I peeped out the Netflix joint, and so they had the 5 lions. I'm like, okay, I could deal with that. The 5 lions. I ran out. I went and bought me a little Voltron toy. I'm like, yeah, they bringing my boy back. They bringing Voltron back, right? Okay. Everybody want to be dark and gritty, man. If I remember, Voltron had some real funny moments, and the Roe Beast with the witch. They got all the characters, but they just. I don't know what direction they going. I'm like halfway through the episodes right now, and I'm like, okay, I always thought Pitch was it what's the character Pidge? Remember the little
something like that? Yeah, the little green one. Yeah.
Okay, growing up, he was just a little high-voiced dude. Not to say they wrong, but he's a girl now who was impersonating the dude.
That's stupid. I mean, they had one girl. I hate to, be political correct, and you want to add, look, you want to add the black folks to make them the fantastic, part of the Fantastic Four. You want to add women in places. Look, leave it as it is. If it's going to be a reboot it right. Start off with the story of the princess and all that. I mean, that's why I couldn't get into it. But, I'll let you do your thing.
And see, that was one of the things. Now, I was checking it out. I was peeping it. The story still was kind of hot. But the princess ain't piloting the ship no more. She ain't out there. But they still got the mice.
You lying.
The mice?
I remember the mice.
The mice are in there. And the mice are smart as hell. Just like the old school. So they took some of the old school. And then they said, but we got to make this, we got to hook them up. We got to add some drama. I'm like, really? I'm like, really, y'all? Really? Then, you remember how, what was it? The 2 dudes, not the big dude, but the other 2 dudes, they were both still kind of cool. They were like, oh, yeah, we competing to be that man. They were like, oh, yeah, I'm hot. I'm powerful. I'm the one that everybody want to play. When as kids, we used to be like, yo, we gonna play this. All right, you be the red line, you be the black line. Man,
everybody wanted to be the black lion.
Yeah, well, that's how that goes. Don't nobody want
he was the body.
Don't nobody want him to be black lion nowadays because black lions matter.
The black lion ain't the body no more.
Nah, he's the head. He's the body and the head. I was just trying to be funny and slide that joke in there. My bad.
Your Black Lives Matter. Black lions matter.
Black lions matter, man. But the funniest part is that they made a dude remind me of that dude from Pokemon. See, you like how I do that because we're gonna switch the subject. But he remind me of the dude from Pokemon who was basically the one that's chasing all over women. What was that dude? Not Ash, but
you talking about the professor's nephew, Gary?
Yeah, whatever. Whichever one was always chasing. He was chasing women like he was. He's that one dude that go with you to the club that never had a car.
He was getting them, and he was getting the Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly. So that's how they treat one of the cool dudes, the dude Lance or whatever they want to call him. They give him the cool name and they make him go out like a sucker. But that's a whole different story.
Yeah, because Keith was the leader, I believe, and Lance was the the lady boy,
Exactly. Now they got 2 other dudes. They got 3 dudes all together, and all 3 of them are like we cool, we the pimp daddies.
Yeah, man. But they see that's the problem because everybody had their role. You had the leader, you had the muscle, you had the you had the ladies man, you had the I guess a special needs child at the time. Yeah.
So people don't realize what was that one? Was it Voltron or what was the one where the dude didn't even talk? He just made noises.
There was Voltron, and it was God, what was it? The one I know you're talking about the 5 birds or whatever. The tornado. Whoa, damn it! What's the name of it?
That was Battle of the Planets, or as they call it.
No. Was it Battle of the Planets?
It was Battle of the Planets, or otherwise they used to call it Gachi Man in Japan. They had the one dude. He was the little green bird, looked like a duck.
Yeah, he talked and he spoke. Yeah, he spoke. Yeah, he spoke in well, I don't know what the hell language that was.
He was clicking and whistling like they should have been throwing him bread. But that's a whole different story. But I'm gonna take that over from Voltron to the bird dude to PokemonGo. Hey Ray, have you seen the news on PokemonGo? Have you seen this foolishness?
I've seen the one with the one. It's a great concept. The problem isn't the Pokemon. The problem is people are stupid.
Exactly.
I played the game. I can walk around. See, they make it seem like if you never played the game, you just dumb. People who are doing it are stupid. You see the little grass or whatever moving up, then you see the Pokemon.
Exactly.
You don't have to run to the Pokemon.
Nope.
You don't have to worry about somebody catching it because it's going to always be there for whoever wants to get it. It's just going to always be there.
Yep, exactly.
But they make it seem like people are stupid and they have to do it in a certain way. Oh my God, we got to run. We can't pay attention to nothing. We just got to keep our eyes focused on the. No, those people have problems. The ADHD and all that other stuff.
Exactly. Now, and this is the funniest part. Now, everybody, like, they had on the news the other day, and I was just peeping out this joint. Did you...
What, the fool who walked off the cliff?
No, I'm not even going to talk about the...
Oh, the one in Central Park.
I'm all happy for the dude that walked off the cliff, okay? Because I'm a firm believer of you got to thin the herd some kind of way, okay? You got to thin the herd some kind of way. And I'm not trying to be mean, and,
No, I understand.
And in light of, all the stuff going on in the news today... I don't want anybody being like, because, there's a lot of sad stuff going on. But there's a way to thin the herd. And the way to thin the herd is let stupid people do stupid things and eliminate themselves. That's like, remember as a kid growing up, they used to show the cartoons, don't stick a fork in the light socket. That's how this is to me. If you see, there's a Pokemon in the middle of this busy highway, why are you going to walk into the highway? I turned on PokemonGo. I'm going to tell you, I put the game on. I done caught more Pokemon sitting in one spot in my house. In the whole damn neighborhood. There'd be like 50 of them on my whole block. And I just sit in my damn house. I don't move. I just swing around in my chair like this. Okay, I got that one. Got that one. And you ain't got to do anything. But nah, you got cats walking off of cliffs, bumping in the walls. Like, really? I got Angela S. inside the chat talking about she refuses to play the game. No, don't refuse. The game ain't bad. The game is not bad at all. Okay, the game ain't bad at all. It's not a bad game at all. Ooh, Red, I'm losing your signal, bro. You went dark off.
No, that's me walking. Nah, I was actually outside. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna enjoy this outside. And then I felt some sprinkles. I was like, well, let me go back in the house. But
Little rain.
Yeah, I ain't worried.
All right, so check this out. So with PokemonGo, you don't feel the need to catch Pokemon. I see you, Angela. I understand. And a lot of people say, well, we don't feel it. But there was just a couple of years ago, we all wanted to crush some candy. Not too long ago, we was getting all flappy on some birds. It's just that this one has people up, around, moving, walking, and bumping.
And that's the good part of it.
Yeah, that's
Well,
the
the
good
bumping the head ain't the good part, but the moving is good. Getting out, exploring is good. You know, seeing different surroundings, making you go out. That's great. That's not even good. That's great. That's wonderful.
Now, see,
It's two problems with the rest of the equation. People bumping their head and people acting like idiots, robbing folks and everything. I mean,
oh man, let's not even
you know.
that part right there is crazy. Now, if as a businessman, I will throw out here, my line is this. If I was doing Pokemon Go, I'd be selling beacons. And when I say selling beacons, I would be like, okay, the mall. I talk to every store, every major retail chain outlet, and be like, listen, this is what we do, player. And
Man, you'll kill.
I'll be like, yo, we're going to set a beacon up inside Best Buy today and highlight the day that you got a sale. And everybody can come in there, catch Pokemon, and oh, by the way, your salespeople need to hustle up because that's an opportunity. Boom. Oh,
Right, and then I'll make it rare, whatever, so you get you a rare one. You see what they did in Central Park? Man,
and
people don't think like us, brother.
You know, they don't think like that. You're right. You know, I work.
That, I mean, a lot of them. I mean, Nintendo, you know, they annual went up by $9 billion. I mean, hell, that Wii U almost bankrupt their ass.
Exactly. Now, Shadow T, that'd be wrong. Yeah, and wait. I'm looking at the thing on Shadow T. Exactly. You know, they put them inside of, like, you know, memorial places and things like that. And Shadow T, inside the chat, he put up a point. They were putting them in concentration camps in Germany. They were putting them in the Holocaust Museum in D.C., knowing that those kind of places should have been off limits. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that in memorial type places. Don't put a Pokemon in a cemetery. You know what I mean? But you know, they was.
Well, here's a problem I have with. Here's a problem with everything he said was right, but here's my big problem. Somebody had to allow that to happen.
Yeah, yeah.
You just can't do it. You just can't put it. And people don't realize a lot of those Pokestops, which I realized, I looked it up. There are a lot of churches. A lot of churches.
That's something I didn't know. Because I'm trying to get a Pokestop where at my job. Because I know a lot of you people out there, and I'm going to say a lot of people are out there playing it, ain't got no job. You know, I'm going to throw that out there. Hey, I work at the unemployment office, or shall I say employment office, and they need to make a Pokestop so we can get them in there and be like, yo, player, after you catch that Pokemon, you need to fill out this application and do something else with your life. But that's a whole different story. Now, with Nintendo, I'm going to throw this out here. Nintendo is basically, they done won me over with the announcement that this September, I found out in September, they're going to have a mini old school Nintendo on sale for $60 with HDMI output and old school games preloaded.
Yeah, 30 of them to be exact.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, they have one game that they announced. They already got my $60. I'd have paid $60 for that one game, Super C, or
what's that one?
We remember it as Contra.
It's still Contra, ain't it?
Yeah. Well, they call it Super C on the on the new machine that they putting out. I think they may have had some issues with, what was it, Konami or somebody, and using the real name or using the name Contra. But when they showed it on the screen, I was like, yo, that's Contra, son. And I'm like, yo,
it's not going to be called Contra?
No, it's going to be
Konami and them still don't have a...
Nope. I think Konami was trying to strong on Nintendo, and Nintendo was like, yo, we could remap your game and we could call it something else, and it ain't copyright infringement. So
yeah, because I'm about to say, I mean, you only got a set amount of years or whatever before that what's the name is up anyway. Why you think they got the alpha Genesis or whatever, where you can get it with a light gun and a what's the name for $29 out of damn your local drugstore and everything that plays number Genesis games.
Yeah, true. True.
And that's why I think what happened with Nintendo. I think Nintendo was like, okay, they fought their what's the name, but I think it's getting ready to come up. So they beat the thing like, you know what? We'll go ahead and just put our own system out. Then they can rehash their cartridges. Nintendo, I'll give them their credit. They got the best stuff as far as third party, but they will keep their core base. They will keep their core base and their core stuff.
Okay. That sounds. You got that. Now I'm gonna throw out there. I'm gonna get some more information on Nintendo. Now I've just looked over at the YouTube live chat line. Making the Pokestops is an in-game purchase, so you can buy a Pokestop. That's why they're having issues with some of these Pokestops being in some rough spots. So you can get a couple of enterprising young fools to buy a Pokestop, and then they're gonna make their money back clubbing people over the head. So that's something to understand. So I figure that out. That's pretty hot. Now, with Nintendo making this little small version, and I can see what you're talking about, Red. They kind of beating some of these third-party companies releasing these inexpensive classic 8-bit games, 8 and 16-bit games on the market. If there was a system that you could bring back as it was, but with an HDMI output, what game would it be? What system?
Oh, that's simple. It's the only game system I could never afford.
Which one was that?
The Neo Geo.
I see.
That Neo Geo was a monster. That was one of the first systems that, if it was an arcade, it was on that game system. I wish I could have afforded a Neo Geo. I was in the military. I was like, man, maybe if I get shipped to Japan, I can afford one of those Neo Geos. The cartridges was like $199 a pop. The system was like $799.
Yeah.
That's like $4,000 now.
Yeah, and you relate that back to 2016 money. You be paying a few grand. Hold on one second. Oh, I got my. Whoa! Did I lose you? I think I lost him. I think I lost infrared to the cell signal. So we're gonna let that go, and we're actually coming up on the end. That's right, on the end of the talk show with your favorite nerd. This is gonna end up on YouTube, so you can check out the replay on YouTube. I appreciate everybody coming in, talking a little bit, and remember every Sunday at 6, you get to go full nerd with your boy. It's not coffee time, but we're going to make it work. We're going to make it do what it do. So, hey, that's it for today, for Sunday. Be happy. Check it out. Next week, hopefully, I shall have some movie reviews for you. I'll talk a little bit of, stuff that's in the theater. I'll also talk about how you go to the movies. Do you actually pay to see every movie? Or are you one of those people that maybe get a little bootleg? Okay, Shadow T, I am so sorry for saying that it's very. Let me go and clear that. I use like a lot of media resources, especially when there's no picture for me to have a frame of reference. I always use the male pronoun. If I offended you, I am so sorry. But it's all good. I am glad you showed up. And as always, do something positive, everybody. If you can't do something nice for somebody, don't do anything at all. Peace out, and I'm out of here. As I used to say on Periscope, hit the hearts as you hit the door. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, hit a like, send a comment, and your boy is out of here. Peace. Let's see how this works out. Woo-hoo.